Okay, so here we go. My first match versus the Atreides, Justin. It's going to be my light side versus his dark side. I have no idea what he's playing. Awesome. We got an invasion deck. So I'm throwing out my OA. It's one of the few decks I actually know how to play. But invasion. Awesome. Oh, that's interesting. He's starting... Looks like we're playing an invasion Droidica deck, actually. With matching ships. So this is going to be fun. I start the normal stuff for OA, so it's going to be really redundant. Okay, interesting hand. Wish I would have got a Rebel Leadership, but eh. Okay. My grabber. Crossfire. I haven't seen anybody do this. When you fire two weapons in battle, your total power is +5. Okay, so he's definitely going to be trying to fire a lot. Whereas, thankfully, got this. So let's see. Yeah, I agree with you, Queso. The Droidicas are pretty good. Yeah, that card right there is not what I want to see. So the fact that he got the Stinger and the Guri out turn 1, that's going to hurt me a little bit. So let's see what he does. And he's got this. So all of his droids, his non-uniques are deploy -1, forfeit +1. So that makes him good. Okay. So he's not moving over to Jakku. Interesting, interesting. So I've already got my one Leia, so I think I'm good there. So I've got Leia, and I've got the Chewie, so that gives me an incentive to go up. We'll see. Let's see. Activate control. Okay, he's got the Guri. He's doing the Guri stuff. Okay, so my 2/2 site is in my force pile. Looks like I've got yeah, that's one thing I'm thinking, Queso, is going up to space early. I mean, I do have the barrier, which is nice. No way, though. Oh, it looks like he's checking out my deck. Okay, so there's one ray. And my 2/2 sight. Oh, and a second ray. So, I mean, that's not bad. Give me 1 second. Well, go ahead. Come on. Baby girl. Go. Go. Okay. Had to let my dog out. Oof. Here comes the Tay. Yep, Tay-How. So, pretty strong. Looking good. I mean, he's going to reduce my drain by 2. So, that's not good, but what can you do? Still got options. So he's not moving again. That's interesting. But he is drawing. Okay, so he's got 13 cards. Where's my Grimtosh when I need it, right? Okay, I'll get my second Leia, so now he knows I've had the Leia. Surprised I won't see if let's see if he pulls the battle planner, the battle order or not. No. Okay. So I'll get the drain in, but Tay-How's going to cancel it. Yep, there it is. Let's see. I should have a Rose in here. Yeah, Rose, Finn, Lore Santeca. Let's see. Thinking if I use Ray with this, I'll grab Lore Santeca. Atreides is his first name's Justin. I'm really not sure of his last name. I know that's really bad on my part, but I know he's a Pacific Coast player. Okay, so I'll grab the Lore Santeca. So I've got 16. So it's 3, 7. Probably just throw them. Actually, you know what? Do this. Put a lot of pressure on him now. Okay, that's a good card to see. Blue 11. Okay. Now this will flip me. And I'll get another draw off the lore. Okay, Anakin, that's another good one. Okay, I haven't seen a barrier. Okay. So, let's see. Four. Money card. So if you don't know what Saw does, so Saw, for each of their characters, their attrition is +1, but the main reason he's in here is he can't reduce my force drains here, so I'm still draining for the 2, which is nice. And of course he has the so okay, I will just pass turn. Okay, so we've got 7 people on GIMP, and let's see how many people are in the stream right now. Quite a few. So again, thanks for watching. I know so watching Star Wars isn't as fun as playing, but hey. Okay, so here we go with the droids. Probably just... Okay, so this one, he's got the non-unique. So they require 1 force. Opponent loses 1 force. So if he hits, okay, so he's got another one coming down in front of Leia. Okay, again, I don't think they draw Destiny. Yeah, he needs another droid at the site to draw Destiny. Okay, that's interesting. The fact that he puts down the nuke gunner here instead of going to the throne room. Okay, so he gets 1 Destiny from that. Draws 1 Destiny to, if I'm able to otherwise. So he's getting 1 and 1 right now. So that's 12 cards. You know what? Let's see what else he's got. Okay, so P59, P60 actually. Okay, so I'm probably gonna barrier him because right now he would actually get 2 Destiny there. Oh, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, and a second droid here. So it's going to cost him 1 to battle. He's getting 1 Destiny, and he can fire for 1 each. So I think he's only going to battle at 1 spot. Yeah, I think this is the right player right now. Well, that's a barrier, so let's just move off the top. Okay, that's not too bad. Does he play the point man? The Hera Syndulla that you see is actually one of the play mats that I got for being a donor to the PC. So they actually sent me 2 for some reason, and I got 1 over here, and I've actually used 1 when I play Magic sometimes. So subtract 2 from that. Okay, so he's got Destiny 5, so I can lose the lore. Okay, drew a 3 for myself. Self-destruct mechanism. Oh, interesting. So he's got a Destiny 7 that reduces all of the, gets all of the attrition. It's a card I haven't seen. Okay, so. Okay, so he didn't battle, or he just battled at the one spot. Still got the 2 force for Teihao up here. So I'm not going to be doing any damage off of him this turn. Okay, so he's still getting 2 Destiny here. Okay, so now he has a big choice. If he cancels with Teihao, he can't fire with the Droidicas. There it is. Okay, so he uses 1 instead of actually using the 2, so he loses an O switch off. Okay, let's see. So, destroy, try to see. Okay. Let's see what I got in my deck. Okay, some decent Destinies. Nothing that would really help me right this second. Okay, so actually, I'm going to revert that, see if it'll allow me it. Okay, so thank you. No. Okay. So I do have a second Keep Your Eyes in my deck, but I probably won't. If I take solo. Huh, interesting. So now I can't retrieve with Leia this turn. But what I can do is put down solo. So now I'm drawing 2 Destinies myself to his 2. He's got nothing for that. No. So I'm going to hold on to the Chewie for right now. Initiate battle. I'll use solos once per game. Okay, so now he's only getting one destiny. Targets add one destiny. Okay, so he does get the 2. He just has to use his action. Okay, so got a 5. And a 5. So I've got 11 total. That should clear. Okay, so he draws a 2. And a 5, which I'm going to reduce. Okay, I will start by losing the vehicle, which he owes me 13 more. Okay, so now he owes me 7, and there's the Gick. Okay, now I'm actually thinking about grabbing it because I know invasions usually, at least with the blaster rifle 1, they usually run 2, but I think there's better stuff for me to grab at this point. So let's just pass. And now, okay. Yeah, use 1 to move Leia. Get her out of the gunfight for now. Okay. Not a bad turn. Not a bad turn at all. Let's get the battle plan out. Well, BBQ, I technically did clear because he's got nothing at the site left, so technically I was right. Okay, so he draws a card off his force pile now with the Stinger. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Interesting. So now he's just going to load up on all of his droidicas. I don't think I see a lot damage in this game. I think he's just going to try and sit over here and reduce my drains. So I think I'm safe to lose that. Oh, he really likes canceling Leia's game text. Now that's a card I do need to grab. So grab the Ellis. Still in his control phase, so he could still use the 2 force to put the droids from here into his use pile, which he will. Okay. A little surprised he didn't get both, but I guess he needs the force. Yep. So we'll see a battle. He's going to fire. Yeah, we got a miss for the first one, I believe. Adds 2, so yep. Or maybe I'm seeing something wrong. Oh. So forgot about this card. Set 8. Okay, so he draws a 5 for his first Destiny. And he draws a 3 for the second one, the piece 60. Okay, let's see if I can get rid of at least one of his droids. And the droid goes to the racks. Right, Chewie, you did your job. Okay. So this is going to be a fun match. Well, at least not for me. Probably not for me. Because the way it looks like right now, I mean, yeah, I'm draining for 2 on the ground, possibly 2 on space. I mean, if he doesn't keep using Teihao, but I foresee him using Teihao. So at this point, I have a better chance of out damaging him. But the fact that he keeps putting my guys in my loss pile, whereas he just keeps putting them into the rack, is the advantage is to him. So. Okay, here comes the Teihao. Need to get Raditz out of the deck. Okay. One good thing, at least against the other invasion deck, I don't have to worry about him, the droids going straight into his hand. Okay. Okay, another barrier, that's good. Oh, 2 barriers. Even better. Okay. Actually glad he grabbed that instead of the barriers or this one. So okay. So let's see him pay to drain for 1. He's got 6 cards in his hands. So okay, so he's not going to try and drain. But he is going to use 2 force to put his droids back. Okay. Let's see, he's got a gun ray, so he's got a 3, a 4, a 5, a 2, a 1, a 5, 6, 5, 5, 4, and a 2. Pretty good destinies. Looks like we're up to quite a few people in the chat right now. And we got 7 people watching on Gemp. Yeah, and I realize it is kind of late over here in the U.S. and on the Pacific Coast, but he wanted to play a little after 8, and I worked till 7. Thanks again for watching. No, it's not the most exciting match. I mean, we have had a few fights on the ground, but we'll see what's going to happen here. Okay, so there's one droid. That was probably to bait out the barrier. B-59. See if he's got anybody else left. Okay. Now I get to actually start retrieving. First things first. Okay. So that's a good card to have. Activate. I'm actually going to hold off. I won't use this, the interrupt, to add the one to the drain. I'm actually going to save it because I'm actually thinking about fighting here so that way I retrieve 2 this turn. Okay. So he loses Masters, Destroyers, and Rolling. So he loses a 6 from his deck and a 5 from his hand. Okay. Initiate the drain here. And Tejo. Pay 1 to retrieve 1. Okay, so I got a Chewie in the deck. And I like 5s better than 1s, so Rose is going to go back. Okay, well that changes my plans for the turn. Yeah, I will not be battling this turn. Instead, let's go with Jin. Padme to the throne room so I can drain for 2. And lay over to the swamp. Come on. Second, hear me, baby. Oh, there's the Raditz. Pretty good hand. Okay, so now I'm sitting at 18. He's got 24 in his deck. I'm up by 3 with hands, so I'm down by 3 right now. But now I'm forcing him into a position where he has to do something about the 2 chicks. And I really like having the second keep your eyes open in my hand now. And I'll lose the dash. Force push. I have a feeling here comes the Lord Maul that we saw earlier in his reserve deck. He's probably going to go after Padme. Okay, or he's going to grab Injustice, so that's not. So that's actually going to stop me from drawing all those multiple destinies in space. It's going to stop me from drawing multiple destinies here. Okay, I'm glad to see those 2 cards in there, the Wounded Warrior as well as the Lord Sidious. And this is actually an interesting card. I haven't seen anybody playing this. Well, at the same system as your battleship, it's power +3, and opponent pilots deploy +2 to the starfighters. Okay, so like I said, here comes that Lord Maul. Thankfully, he's not swinging twice, so all I have to do is, so I can actually use this effect, this interrupt, cancel his destiny, and then use the -2 to subtract from his battle destinies. So I'm actually sitting in a good spot right here. I do, okay. So like I said, I'm not, so let's see, does it cancel 1? Cancel a weapon destiny, triggering a female character. Actually, you know what, I will. I stand corrected, I will be using the keep your eyes open just so he doesn't draw a Miracle 6 on the backswing. Okay. So Leia's going to be, actually she's not going to be immune, I believe. Yeah. Oh wait, no, she is. I'm a little surprised he didn't pick a card off of Imp Justice. So Leia is immune, but I'm probably still going to lose her, only because of the battle damage. I'm only down by 4. Well, let's see. He's probably going to... He's probably going to move over. Yeah, I'll lose Leia. I think that's, at least to me, that's the right play. Some of you are thoroughly thinking, no, it wasn't, Dan. You're an idiot. But okay, so he's moving in front of Poe and Calrissian. Interesting. And a droid. Okay, there's the Stinger. You know what? I'm going to wait and see if he moves to P-59. Yep. So he's still only doing 1 damage to me. I'm retrieving, and I'm doing 2 to him. Sure thing, Batmouse. You have the right to do that. Okay. So force strain. He's going to lose 2. Okay. Padres collision. That's a good one. Let's retrieve that Leia. Okay. Definitely going to be sliding. Probably Anakin. Run away, little falcon, run away. Okay, so fin costs 3. So and another barrier. Nice. Okay. So spread out a little bit, still maintain control of the 2 Jakku sites, so that way I can reduce his drain to 1 at Jakku. I don't sacrifice battle order, but I'm still going to be draining decent. Oh. Yeah, I'll allow that. Okay, so let's see. He can activate 16. He's got 16 cards left. Activates all but 2, which means he's going to try and come down and fight. Probably at... I'm thinking he's going to fight here. That's just my guesstimate. I think I'll hold on to Ray. Carnarvon's so good. Okay. 3 off the top. Okay, so he didn't battle me. He's not going to battle me. Interesting. Okay, so P59 is on the table, P60 is on the table. So the barrier isn't a bad move here. Especially because he can battle me, but he's not going to draw any destiny to hit me. Okay, so let's see, I've got a 4 here. So I've got a unknown 4. Okay, so now he's going to be moving all of his stuff over. Okay, so I mean, I could pay the 6 to drain this turn. I mean, that would be 2 and 1, so that's 3 damage. And I'm retrieving. So I'm still sitting kind of pretty at this point. And time, still got about 30, 38 minutes left, so doesn't look too bad right now. Let's get that 6. Let's see if we can get the 1 out and get the 6 into my hand. Or vice versa. Okay, so That's great. One of the 4 cards that are in my use pile are the Eweuges, or the one down here. And it looks like he's just going to draw. I'm really not surprised on him just sitting there at Jakku. That forces me to have two sites occupied, and that makes me have to pay to drain. But I'm not going to be battling again this turn, so I'm actually going to be draining for 5 and retrieving 1. Actually, I won't be draining for the 2 in space because Teihao. Okay. We finally have a rebel leadership. Retrieve 1. Still holding onto this interrupt. He does. Okay, so he lost the laser cannon battery from hand and P-59. 4 straight up here for the 1. Yeah. Okay. Not going to do it in space because, yeah. It just seems a little counterintuitive. Throw core and horn over here. Split. And wash, rinse, and repeat. Which means that he's probably going to be playing the firepower shield, which means I should grab my aim high. Okay. Well, that's a useless card. Okay, so he didn't grab his firepower shield. Oops. Okay. So I activated all but 3. Drains for 1. Produces the 1. There's the the most useless card in this matchup. If I was using Batman style cards, I would lose. Okay, so he's going to fire pay 59 at Jin. Play that to cancel the Destiny. She's still alive. Okay, so we got Adult Threat, Define. Start your draw phase. If you have no cards in your force pile, you may activate up to 2. If you just drew Destiny battle, if your just drawn Destiny was a destroyer or a battle droid, once per turn may take that card in your hand, cause a redraw and reshuffle, and he's got to destroy a droid. So he's got 6 force left, 2 in here, so he's going to fire. And I don't think he drew Destiny right now. Yeah, he's not getting Destiny. So he's going to need another droid of some kind or another character down that provides ability. Okay, so he's trying to get one. So again, he doesn't have one, so he might actually not battle. Take any non-use. Yeah. Or during deploy phase, may relocate a destroy droid to an adjacent site. I'm a little surprised he didn't do that. He could have just went. Okay, so we got a battle. May deploy at the same location as your pilot. Okay, so interesting. That's news to me. So he hit Padme. That's fine. And she can't draw Destiny. Oops. Okay, so he's going to use Justice to take a card off. Here's me thinking that I can use Finn, drop him down here, but he has to only react as where somebody's a pilot. So that was a mistake. So he takes Lord Sidious off, but nothing else is going to happen in this battle. He wins by 5, I lose, Padme. She covers. But the big thing is that gets 2 cards out of his hand, and I know that he has Lord Sidious, so probably going to just do the whole thing with him sliding on over. Or is it just... So it doesn't flip because he doesn't control Naboo. So I'm still draining him for 2, possibly 3. Okay, so he's given up Jakku. So it looks like he's going for the flip this turn. So 2 for Chewie, 2 for Destiny, so activate 11. Actually, I'm not going to drain him. Well, let's see. Chewie costs 5, 9, 10 to battle, 2 to retrieve. So yeah, there's no reason for me to drain. Okay. Retrieve 1. Yep. Let's see what we got in the deck. 4, 3, 4, 4. Nice. So that's... You know what? He can do 2 up here. Yeah, he flips. What does it do? Battle device Mars 1. Okay, so he flips. I'll let him go. So I'm only losing 1, 1, 1, and 1. Whereas right now, he's going to be losing 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 to his 4. Yeah, I think I can win the grind. Definitely think I can win the grind. got a second command leadership. It's not doing me anything right now. So how is everybody doing tonight? We're roughly about an hour in. Wow. Okay. We've got a droid coming down. Okay, so city is still there. That's interesting. 2-2 and a 6. 2-2 6. So I think I resist using. Okay, so it's a 9 to my 6. Oh, cancels and redraws. Okay. Oh, so he's got a. What did I say earlier? 2-2 6. So he's got a 6 here. Okay, so he loses 1. And I owe him 2 on attrition. Saw you did your job. This is one of the 2 destroy droids. Okay. I think he's just going to move here. Yep. Ouch, Batmouse, you wounded me, sir. Now I'm sitting at 13. He's sitting at 14. I've still got 5 cards in my hand. He's only got 2. So I still think I'm in good position. Now, now I just got to get Horn away from Sidious. Okay, so he's down to 10. Let's see. Got a 5 and a 4. If I throw Leia down here, he's just going to Lord Sidious it at her. So I'm thinking. Plus, he's got the Injustice, so there's no reason for me to even think about doing that. Some back. Okay, so I have to control. Right now he's got me for 2, 4, 5. So I'd be losing 4 next turn. Or I just do this. Yeah, I think that was the right move. So I still occupy Jakku. I mean, it's a drain of 1 now instead of the 2, but at the same time I'm blocking his drains. He's only draining me for 2 and 2, 1 and 1. Don't want to lose Chewie. Let's lose Leia. The nice thing is I'm on number 6, so still needs quite a bit to hit me. Okay, I lose the 4 off the top. So he's getting 2 destiny. Which I can reduce it down to 1, which I need to grab a card off of this. Okay, so I think the only place he's going to battle me is probably here, which I'm actually okay with. React with Finn, so that way I get a little bit more power. So 7 to 6. We're only drawing 1 destiny, and I get to reduce it if he doesn't grab a card off of Injustice. Which doesn't look like he is. Okay, so he only draws he draws a 5, so he's going to be 10 to my 6 right now. Finn did his job. Okay, so he gets to lose 1 again. But and now we're going to move the characters around. Wish I would have the Corellian Corvette right now. It is tempting to retreat with this card, but at the same time I know that if I do, there goes my retrieval. Actually, I think I activated 1 too many, because I'm going to try and put Rose back into my deck. And I believe with a Brave Resistance, you have to have a card in the deck to use it. So that's one way. Okay, so he's got 8 left. I'm hitting him for 3. So he's going to be down to 5. What I really need to do is get Corran Horn over here. Because even if he hits Corran Horn, which I'm actually kind of really wanting him to do, the battle's over. So I move Corran Horn over. He hits. I don't lose any, but then Corran Horn just goes to my use pile. Okay, so control phase. Drain of 1. Te-how. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he lost 2 cards to the hand, a P60 and a P50 and a nuke gun ray, so nothing too extreme. I believe he actually fortunes me for 2 here. Yeah, if your battle droid present, fortune +1. So he's going to hit me for 2, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Oh, there's that rose. Cycling roses. This would have been a nice card for me to see. Every time he sacks a droid, it goes to his lost power. Use power. Yeah. Place a card stacked on droid racks, strategic reserved in post lost power. Unisense. That'd be a nice card. Okay, so thankfully I drew into my control tunnel vision, so he's only going to hit me for 2 this turn again. And I've got 11 left to his 7. Right now I'm up by 10. So technically he's doing 2 to me a turn. I'm doing 2 to him a turn, plus I'm retrieving 1, so I'm netting 1. So it's just going to be a grind. And we still have 8 people left in the on Gamp. So again, if I use that, let's see. So punishes retrieve force using interrupt. So if I use this to take a starship, I lose my Rose retrieval. Okay, so I guess I only use general. I'll only be losing 4. I'm actually going to hold on to the control because I mean he's going to drain me for 2. I'm going to reduce it down to 1. I don't want to use the control because then I can use the control to fetch on a card from my lost pile or my use force pile. Let's go with that one. I think I still have some. Okay. So he's battling. Okay, he's going to fire with the. So it has to be greater than 6. Okay, so I believe this is only characters. Yeah. Well, all your characters out of the site start destroy droids and avoid its opponent's characters a defense value -1. Okay, so he doesn't get the -1s. He drew a 5. I'm a 6. Pass. Cool. Okay, I will actually go and use Ray, see what I can draw. Hey, it's the Krillin Corvette. Now he's going to fire with the P60, which is +2. Let's see. Oh, I guess he's not. So I will now limit him to 1. Up to 11 people now. Okay. Oh, he still gets the 2 because of the objective. It's 2 if unable to otherwise. So I should have added 1. That's me not remembering the card. So he draws a 7. Thank you. Lando covers. I draw a 1. So again, I'm only losing land at this point. This is where I need the Jedi Live and the Starship Live combo. That was my mistake. Okay, so if I do battle, he's not drawing any Destiny. He's firing, which I can still subtract the 2. So I think I'm definitely battling him here. I think also I need to get Corran Horn out of dodge. Interesting. So he wouldn't draw any. So I do believe it's if you have 2 battle droids with different card titles, or a droid and a battle droid or an Emoidian. So he doesn't have a battle droid up here. So he's not getting any Destiny because he doesn't have any left in his force pile. This turn's actually looking really good for me. But I don't have Leia. Okay. So drain 2. We're draining 1 and 1. So he's now going to go down to, yeah. So he's now down to 5. I'm up to 12. I mean, I could also, so for 4, I drop down the Corvette, get a Corn Horn out of dodge. I set up the drain at Naboo, flipping him back. But at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. I've got decisions. Well, first things first. Let's see what I have in my deck. A 1 and a 4. One and a 4. Yep. Get Chewie out of there. Take the solo. Now I have a 4. So that would make me an 11. I would be down by 2 here. I almost think I have to battle him in space. I don't have to battle him on the ground. Okay, takes a card off. He's taking Little Droid. Which again, same system as your battleship. It's power +3 and opponent's pilot deploy +2. Yep, I will draw my 1 Destiny of 4. So I'm at 16 with 4 to attrition. Any places that I play. But again, he's not drawing any Destiny. So he owes me 3. So he can lose 4 long, but then he would have to lose either Tehao or Guri. And I still have... Okay, so he loses the Guri. So now I can draw for 2 in space. And I'm still not getting drained 1 and 1. I'm not... not going to do anything on the ground because he can still shoot. Okay, I got a Padme. Escape pod. Which won't help me. Probably end up lose, so. So again, I'm losing 1 and 1. I'm drawing 2 here. I'm not powering him. He activates everything but 1. Interesting. I mean, he could always put that 1 droid back. Saves himself 2 force, and then he could battle somewhere. Okay, so he's got a 4 in his deck. Okay, there's the droid. So he's got a 2, which is going to make it a 4, unless he grabs this. Oh, he's got a 4, which is going to make it a 2, unless he grabs the card, which he does. So that's his last pool. I don't think I have anything in force bound that's going to help me here. So he's got a 4, so he's going to be at 17. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Can't modify it. So that didn't do anything. I'm down by 5, which is still the Corvette. I draw 3, so he's probably only losing the Stinger at this point. Yep. I'm going to lose the Corvette. So I still have Poe on Gold Leader. Now I can draw my 2 Destiny. He's got nothing left. Let's get that 6 in there. And I'm still draining him for 2 here. Activate 7. I believe Finn adds 3 to anything he's a passenger on. So I'm actually thinking about permanent pilot, 1 pilot or passenger. So there's no reason for me to get Finn. Matter of fact, I don't think there's any reason for me to get almost any card. Because I know I have a 6. Now we've got a 6 in there, and I think it's a... Yep, goes out of play. Okay, so that gets me to 13. And a 1. And I believe... Oh, it's only once per game, per turn. Okay, so that's 7. He gives me 7. That should be a droid chip, so that's 4 left. Probably the droid and the 4 lum. Yep. And it's going to be a drain of 1/1, which means just lose the 2 cards in my hand. He's got to fly back to Naboo. So, and yeah. Okay, so he did activate all 6. Puts a droid back. So I'm going to actually hit him for 3 this turn, possibly 4 if he moves. Okay, so he does move. Move Jin over there, so that blocks the drain. Yeah, oh, with another. Okay, so just get 1 distance. Okay. So he doesn't get a destiny here, I believe. With another droid at the site. Yeah. Retrieve with Rose. String with rows. Drain of 2, so that goes him down. That brings him down to 3. Okay, so yeah, don't want to do that. Still do not want to battle. He's got no cards in hand. Blocking a drain here, so I'll lose 1 card. Next turn. Question is, will he drain and then scoop up? So I lose by 7. Or what will he do? Okay, so he's not going to do that. He draws 1. Okay. Retrieve with rows. So he's got 4, which I will then make a 2. And I do believe he won't get any. Actually, he won't be doing. He won't be drawing any destiny. Stupid objective. Okay, so now I do flip him back. Okay, so I got him by 7. Okay, so that's the end of this match. I just want to say thank you to everybody who stuck around and actually watched it. I will talk to my opponent and see if I can do the next one as well. I'm not sure when that will be. I will post it on the forums, and I will post it on to GIMP, Slack, everything. So again, want to thank everybody. I want to thank Justin for the match, and I hope everybody has a nice night. It is about 10 o'clock here, so it's about, what, 1 o'clock out in the East Coast, and yeah, I don't want to think about where it is elsewhere. So I just want to I'm going to be logging off here in a second. But again, thank you to everybody who stuck around. Have a nice night, everybody.